The Akwasidai of Sunday, 5th December 1971, strikes a somber note. It marks the beginning of the final funeral rites for the late Nana Otumfour, Sir Osei Agyemang Prempeh II. The doleful tocsin strains of the Odruja flute announce deep sense of loss. It is the evening of the warrior's Adai, and the young warrior keeps awake with the royal family, his palace musicians and functionaries. He is preparing himself to shoulder the strains and burdens of his office. Throughout the night, the wake is being kept in every stool house with intermittent firing of musketry by the Ankobia and the Mawere clans. The Asantehene must reflect in his person the collective feelings of his people. He must be calm and bear his sorrows with dignity and fortitude. Next day, the Asante warriors and mourners sing war songs as they march with their commanders to pay their last respects to their commander-in-chief, the late Asantehene, Nana Otumfour, Sir Osei Agyemang Prempeh II. Nana Otumfour Pokuwar II appears in the Batakelkese, the royal ceremonial battle dress, to be acclaimed as the new commander-in-chief. Preceded by another symbol of his office, the stool, he joins the procession. Riding in the royal palanquin and flanked by courtiers and attendants, Nana Opokuware leads his armies in the symbolic warrior dance, the Phantom from Atopletia. On foot are the household guards, the Otumfour, in their ceremonial dress. Among the chiefs in the procession is the Nsumankwahene, to see that no evil or ill luck shall mar the solemn ceremonies. In his feathered cap is the bearer of the Mpomponsio's state sword, the Excalibur of the Asante kings. And still, the mourners come in ever-growing numbers. And the Mampohene, who has had to supervise the earlier burial arrangements and the installment of Nana Opokuware II, leads his people to the site for the gun salute. Nana Opokuware salutes and bids Nana Prempeh a last farewell. Next day, paramount chiefs, divisional chiefs, Attendants, court officials, and distinguished guests from all over Ghana continue to flock to the Dwebrim, the scene of the customary rites where the Asantehene, riding in state, will sit, distribute drinks, and receive words of condolence and donations. Led by the shield bearers with the fascinating shield dance, the lady members of the royal family have come to greet and comfort the Asantehene. With them is the mother of the nation, the Queen Mother of Asante, in deep mourning. Clad in the company mourning cloth and symbolic family fronds, the Asantehene sits in state to receive sympathizers who have come to mourn with him. These include representatives of the houses of chiefs, wing chiefs, and commanders and occupants of princely stools, like the Chidomhene, the commander of the rear army, and Nana Mampohene, the occupant of the silver stool, is also there to pay homage. Some have come to express their feelings of sorrow and sympathy to the music of the Kete and Adwa drums in symbolic gesture movements and miming, counseling the Asantehene to show fortitude in his bereavement. As an expression of traditional friendship, the Yana has sent a special delegation of chiefs and dancers and a lady musketeer. A young girl leading the Adoswa procession, bearing gifts and displaying wealth, delivers a message from the Asantehene's wife in dance language. You are not alone. I share your sorrows. Be strong to support me, she says, as she hangs the Awisiado necklace round the Asantehene's neck. The Asantehene's cousin-in-law sends a full retinue of Adoswa maids in waiting, and the Adoswa Hima, the Adoswa Queen, with a similar procession to exhibit her traditional burial articles to the rhythms of the royal Kete drums. The fast is broken, and members of the royal family purify themselves by shaving off their hair and paring their nails. These are collected and deposited in the Abusiakrua, the funeral urn, as a sign of love, solidarity, and continuity of the life cycle. Amidst drumming and firing of musketry, the Prempeh, the chief of the people who hold the secret of the royal household, the stool carriers and the Bantmahi return from a secret grove with the consecrated stool of the late Sir Osei Agyemang Prempeh II to be added to the stools of his predecessors in the Stools Chapel. Throughout the previous night, the selected stool and the golden stool have been at an all-night vigil of ritual invocation for the spirit, Sunsum, of the late Asantehene to inhabit the stool as a shrine and a permanent memorial to his reign. The state mourning is over. The funeral urn has been deposited in a chapel at Bremen Mausoleum, and the path has been closed to death. A new reign has begun. The young tree which replaced the old has withstood the first stresses of its young life. From now, the new Asantehene, Nana Opokuwari, may wear jewelry with members of the royal family. The late Otumfour Sir Osei Agyemang has been born in the spirit world, and victory has been won over death. Guests, chiefs, and people from many regions and all walks of life come to greet and congratulate the Asantehene and to bid him farewell. He is all smiles now as he moves to the Stool Chapel to commune with his predecessors. He carries a musket as the new defender and leader of his people. With the Otumfour drummers all hail him as the new moon.